That, to me, is the scary part about Brazil. And then, besides all of that you have all these attacking options, defensively, this is a balanced team. This is a team that defends well. That, again, is scary for everybody else.
What's interesting, people say, oh, it's only Tunisia. When Argentina beat Honduras, it's only Honduras. But we've watched so much international football, and it's so terrible most of the time that when you see these sort of performances, inevitably you're going to get excited, and you just feel that no matter who Brazil faces, they're going to come out and they're going to have the same game plan, and you have to stop us, and we're not going to adapt to you.
O que será que a TV britânica está falando a respeito da seleção brasileira? O pessoal está assustado? Bora ver! E aí, você ainda não é um convocado aqui do Seleção do Mundo? Faz o seguinte, se inscreva no canal, ative as notificações e pronto, você vai receber sempre em primeira mão as notícias da nossa seleção pelo mundo. O vídeo de hoje é bem interessante, da ESPN FC, e que mostra bem o pensamento do pessoal de fora em relação à seleção brasileira. Quem comentou foi o Ale Moreno, que é comentarista há muito tempo da ESPN FC, principalmente na Inglaterra, e que é venezuelano, já jogou na seleção da Venezuela, inclusive, é um ex-jogador, então conhece ali do campo. Bora ver, depois a gente analisa junto.
It finishes then Brazil 5, Tunisia 1. It could have actually been a lot more for the Brazilian team, who were excellent again, Ali.
Yeah, there's a lot to like from Brazil. And I think what you like the most from Brazil is that while other teams, and we continue to analyze other teams around the world that are considered to be among the favorites to win the World Cup, and we always seem to come back to the issue of them not having enough in the attack. Rarely do we say, well, they can't defend. No. When we talk about Spain, well, do they have enough in the attack? When we talk about Germany, it's the same sort of question. And we can have that conversation about Portugal and every other team seemingly going into the World Cup. With Brazil, you don't have that conversation. The conversation is different for Chiche. It's who do I play? How do I choose what I think is the best group of players that can be in the front three? And how do I protect them with the guys from behind? How I set them up? This is about Chiche making the right decisions in terms of who would be the right matchup with the front three, Neymar with a free role, and then Casemiro playing in behind, and then perhaps Paquetá being the guy that is able to do the box-to-box sort of work. But he has plenty of options. He can look to the right, he can look to the left. He is saying, you know, Vini, you don't play today, but Neymar, you're going to play on the left, and then Paquetá, you drop underneath. Okay, Vini, I want you to play. Richarlison go down the middle, Rafinha on the right, Neymar in behind, Rodrigo still on the bench, Firmino still on the bench, and there are still more options. And that, to me, is the scary part about Brazil. And then, besides all of that you have all these attacking options, defensively, this is a balanced team. This is a team that defends well. That, again, is scary for everybody else.
What's interesting as well, and what you have seen this team kind of evolve, it's not just about Neymar.
Nope. No,
it really has changed to a team now. If Neymar hurts his back before a semi-final, it doesn't have the same impact that it did in 2014.
Yeah. We're not crying.
No.
The whole country is not crying. You then say, okay, well, look, we would be better with Neymar on the field. However, we have options, and we can address these options. And remember, and let's not forget this, Copa America, when they won it in Brazil, Neymar was not part of the squad. So this is a team that has been successful without Neymar. Now, Neymar adds something different. Now, and let's just picture this. Vinicius playing at a high level, the way that he is with Real Madrid. We assume that he's going to continue that going into the World Cup. Neymar playing at a high level, as he has with PSG. Let's assume he continues to do that. Richarlison playing at a high level. Rafinha playing at a high level. Yeah. And you go down the line.
Jesus playing at a high level.
All of these guys are playing at a high level. Then who do you focus on?
Yeah.
Because while in 2014 you would have said, well, we're going after Neymar. Now, who do you go after? Who do you focus on? Who is it? If you're defending and you're game planning against Brazil, you can't just say, well, we're going to take Neymar out of the game and then we'll just leave Vinicius 1v1. No. Those are the sort of decisions that other managers are going to have to make, and teams that are playing against Brazil. Even if you have a guy from the other team, opposing team, you're in a quarterfinal and you like to push forward with that right back. Are you really going to push forward with that right back when you have Vinicius running in behind you? No. So it affects everything that you do. Not only preparing for Brazil, but then what you do offensively, because you become limited since you have to figure out what Brazil is going to do. You have to respond to them first before you play your own game.
What's interesting, people say, oh, it's only Tunisia. When Argentina beat Honduras, it's only Honduras. But we've watched so much international football, and it's so terrible most of the time that when you see these sort of performances, inevitably you're going to get excited. And you just feel that no matter who Brazil faces, they're going to come out and they're going to have the same game plan, and you have to stop us. And we're not going to adapt to you.
That's exactly, and that's addressing some of the things that I just mentioned. The fact that you come onto the field knowing full well that they're not going to change. Brazil is not going to change. They're going to get after you. Brazil's not going to sit back. No, they're going to get after you. They're going to attack you, and they're going to force you to have to make decisions. And so it's so frustrating, I think, for a manager who's preparing to play against Brazil, knowing full well that you have to react to them, first of all. And second of all, you don't have the players to match up with them. And so you end up, naturally, just sitting behind the ball, giving the ball to Brazil. And if you give the ball to Brazil, end result is you're going to lose. And so there's every signal and sign pointing to the fact that Brazil should be the favorites going into the World Cup, and their performances certainly match so.
Ei, pessoal, olha, eu achei esse comentário bem adequado para o momento. Realmente as outras seleções, imagino eu, estão preocupadas e assustadas com tudo que o Brasil vem fazendo. Um comentário interessante que o apresentador fez ali, que geralmente esses amistosos são chatos demais, né? Inclusive, até pouco tempo, até a Copa América, que o Brasil perdeu para a Argentina, o Brasil também não empolgava ninguém. Depois disso, realmente, o Brasil mudou muito. Você está empolgado com essa seleção? Deixe o seu comentário aqui e logo, logo, não se esqueça, a gente traz mais informações aqui sobre a nossa seleção mundo afora. Nossa seleção do mundo. Um abraço, galera!